everyone, Justina here and welcome back to my channel where I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you. Today I have another Christmas in July, a blast from the past, where I take old videos that I've done in the past and speed them up for you here. I hope you enjoy today's video. These are some of my favorite DIYs that I have ever created, and I hope these inspire you to get into the Christmas spirit. Now, if you are new here, I hope you stick around by hitting that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to smash the like. Well, without further ado, I hope everybody enjoys today's video, and let's art today. Jumping right into our first DIY, which is actually in the thumbnail, I want to make this ornament Christmas tree sign, and to do so I'm using this 11 by 14 picture frame. I'm taking everything out because I really don't need the glass, and I will be using the backing of the picture frame. After I removed the glass, like I said, I'm just using the backing, and I'm still using the little insert paper that comes with the picture frame. As you see here, I have this green silky fabric from the Dollar Tree. It's actually a table runner, and I'm just cutting it down to size. I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to hot glue the piece of paper onto the fabric. This will help guide me for inserting it back into the picture frame. Now that everything is inserted, I am now taking some of these Christmas lights that I purchased at Dollar Tree, and I'm just trying to find the best placement for that battery pack. I then end up putting it on the bottom of the picture frame, and now I'm going in a zigzag motion all the way up to the top so that it is glued in different areas and the light will come through the Christmas ornaments later. Now that I have my lights all glued down into place, it is now time to decorate it with the ornaments. I have 3 different types of ornaments, small, medium, and large, from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going first in with the larger ornaments at the bottom. As you see here, I'm just using my hot glue gun to attach everything to the picture frame, and I'm trying to stay within a pattern. As you see here, there are some glittery ornaments and some just shiny ones, and I'm trying to go back and forth so there is a little bit of interest in this Christmas tree that I'm trying to design. Now that I have the first row done, I'm just going to continue adding ornaments all the way up until it makes a triangle Christmas tree shape. After I have my first layer down, I'm adding smaller Christmas ornaments on top of the bigger ones just to cover some of the holes that were bigger than others. Next, I'm taking some greenery and adding it to the Christmas tree too, just to give it some more interest. I still use my hot glue to attach everything together, and I do want to mention a lot of these materials came from the Dollar Tree. For more added details, I have some of these foam balls that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I'm adding it all over the Christmas tree as well, just to give it a smaller ornament look. Next, I have some of these pearls that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I'm adding it all over the tree just to give it that higher end look. The last thing for my ornament tree that I needed to do was add a topper, and I'm just using one of Dollar Tree's bows. These are their plastic ones that have glitter all over them, and I just cut off the tails because it wasn't sitting properly on top of the tree. So after I cut off the tails, I'm just hot gluing it down into the placement that I want it in, and that completes this DIY. Here's how my ornament picture frame sign turned out. I don't really know what to call it, but here it is. I really loved how it turned out. It's super cute, and I still have it to this day. I do want to mention I did add a little ribbon to the back of the picture frame with some hot glue just so that it can hold on to my wreath hanger here, but it's really unnecessary. You can put it on a bookshelf, on a tabletop and even on the wall because it still had that little tab on the back of the picture frame. I would love to know what you think about this DIY in the comments section below. Jumping right into DIY number 2, I have one of these fall signs again I am using to do this DIY. I'm just removing the backing nails on it and the little jute twine that came on it, and I will be giving this a nice sand down. After I gave it a good sanding, I did flip it over and remove the happy fall sign on the front of it. I then later did sand down the front of it as well. I'm just trying to find the best placement for it, but I end up not using that part. I then take some gesso white paint and cover it with 2 coats of that gesso white. As you see here, I have a piece of wood, scrap wood that I had in my collection, and I'm going to add it to my sign, but before I do that, I'm painting it with black acrylic paint. After I was done painting that little wood piece, I'm now trying to find the best placement for it, which is on the top of the board on a slant. Next, I'm painting that white piece on top of it with black acrylic paint because that will become his hat. I'm making a snowman sign. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, and I'm just taking a paint marker and drawing in the face as you see here. So I am continuing to draw in the snowman's face using a combination of my paint markers and acrylic paints to fill it in. And while I'm doing that and you are new here and you have noticed that you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that today. All you have to do is hit that big red subscribe button down below and then click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload a new video. I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family where we do all crafty things here, DIYs with an artistic twist, and just have fun on this channel. So after his face was painted in, now it's time for my favorite part, which is decorating the project. I want to give my little snowman a scarf, and to do so I'm using some of this wired ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm just cutting it down to size and making it look like a scarf tied over. After I have it glued down into place, I then take some scissors and give it a dovetail cut. Next, I have this candy cane stripe ribbon that I purchased at Dollar Tree. I'm cutting it down to size and adding it to the ribbon before it just to give it some more detail. I then take a little strip of the same ribbon and I'm adding it to his hat. After I have the ribbon glued down where I like it, I am then taking this decorative filler that Dollar Tree carries pretty much every year in their holiday section. It has a bunch of pine cones and greenery that I am using to add some more details to his hat and a little bit of interest. I then take a little bit of those foam balls and place them down to act like berries as well. And this is how this DIY turned out. I just love my little snowman guy here. He is so adorable. As you see here, I did add some white acrylic paint to the top of his hat by using the dry brushing method, just so it looks like there's snow on there. And for the added bonus, I decorated the back of the sign in the same way but using a little bit of different decor. I would love to know what you think about these two DIYs down in the comments section below. Moving on to another one of my favorite DIYs that I have created, I will be making a wreath. Now, when I make my wreaths, I rarely like to just tie them down onto the wire wreath form, so I usually cover it with some type of ribbon or some type of roll. So as you see here, I have this red mesh roll that I will be covering the whole wreath form in and hot gluing it down into place. After that has time to completely be covered, I will then start decorating. As you see here, I have like a little area where I can now hot glue down my stuff, which is these ornaments. Now these ornaments come in different sizes, different variety, and I got them mostly from the Dollar Tree. And if you cannot find ornaments, there are different ways you can decorate it. I have some of these golf balls and table tennis balls from the toy section that I will be using as well. And these are the colors that I will be using for this whole DIY. So I am hand painting each one of my ornaments one by one, but you can spray paint it. I'm pretty sure it'll be way faster and more efficient that way, but I am hand painting it. I first go in with some gesso white paint just to give it a base coat, and then I'm going in with my colors, which is a baby blue, a nice pink, and a purple. I have one of Dollar Tree's Santa signs that says ho ho ho, and it is so adorable. But to match my wreath, I wanted to paint his hat a different color. I first go in with a sand piece of paper just to sand down all of that glitter that is on the words and give me a flat surface so that my paint has something to adhere to. After it was sanded down, I then took some baby pink paint, acrylic paint, and added it all over his hat. I did give it about 3 coats of this paint just so it was very opaque. Now it's time for the fun part, which is attaching everything together. I first placed that Santa sign in the center of the wreath, and I'm taking all of these ornaments plus some foam balls and adding it all over the wreath. I'm using my hot glue to attach everything together, and if you want this to have a longer lasting effect, I suggest using a stronger glue with the heavier ornaments just so that it stays into place. But with just using my hot glue gun, it's still holding to this day. And here's how my wreath turned out. Like I said, I absolutely love it. My kids enjoy it, and I love hanging it around the house. This is one of my favorites, and I need to make more. But I would love to know what you think about this DIY down in the comment section below. And here is a quick overview of everything that I have created in this video for you today. I do want to mention that all the original videos will be linked in the description box below. Now, I have been reading a lot of your comments, and I do appreciate all the positive support, but I do realize in my past videos I was having a little bit of auto issues. It was new to me, and I was still learning how to use my editor system, so I do apologize that my music was too loud in the original videos. But if you still want to check it out, I'll be sure to link it in the description box below for you guys to see. Remember, if you are new here and haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below, and make sure to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload a new video. I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family, and it is totally free to you. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I would love to try to reach 100 likes today, and it really does help out my channel. Make sure to leave me a comment down below to which one was your favorite DIY of the day. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, I will see you in the next one.